iPhone styluses have always been a mixed bag, but are there some good ones in the pool of junk? In this video, I have 5 different styluses to check out. Hello and welcome back. It's your host, VLD. Let's get started. The concept of the Apple Pencil, it's pretty basic. Draw, you can tap, you can write, you can do anything with it like a normal pencil. There are a variety of knockoff styluses for your iPad, which are more inexpensive than the Apple Pencil, which is $100. You can get these for about $30. But how about a stylus for your iPhone that can also double and work with your iPad? I have 5 different styluses and I am going to go through each of them and see which ones are good, which ones are bad, because Amazon is flooded with hundreds of these. I picked up 5 different ones and let's see how they compare, if they actually might be worth a purchase or not. The first stylus I have is by a company called Elago. You can pick this off Amazon right now for $14.99. It comes in about 7 or 8 different colors. The tip is rubber. It is the most low profile stylus amongst the whole list. There's no actual electronics in it. It's just a normal stylus. The exterior is metal. It has a decent build quality to it. It's not a cheap piece of junk. You are given 2 tips inside the box, just in case if one wears out. But the stylus is quite responsive. This will work with any capacitive touchscreen. You can replace your finger with the stylus. It's quick, it's fast, it's responsive. You don't have to charge it. It's a decent, cheap stylus that's actually made of decent material. There is no actual internal battery with this. There's no Bluetooth. There's nothing to it. It's just a normal stylus, emulates a finger touch. It's responsive. The only downside with all these styluses, they are meant to simulate a finger. With any of the iPads for drawing, these styluses will not work. It will only recognize them as a finger and not a stylus. These styluses are universal for either device, because with your iPhone, you can draw with your finger, but not with your iPad. I would recommend just picking up an Apple Pencil clone or an Apple Pencil 2 if you can afford it. The second one is the Stylus Pen. Basically, it's a clone of a clone for your Apple Pencil. It does charge USB Type-C. It also has a metal tip, so it's just like a regular pen. It is a little bit more precise compared to the first one. It has a little bit more precision. With this type of stylus, I would recommend a screen protector because you are using metal on glass. Bear that in mind. I do like the elago one better. It holds better. Overall, I feel it has a better experience. This one isn't bad for the price point of $20. You can draw with your iPhone. You can't actually draw with your iPad. The Amazon listing says you can, but you can't. For $20, this is quite forgettable. It's just okay. There's really nothing memorable about this one. Act as if this one never really existed. The third one is the Active Stylus. You can pick this off Amazon for $25. It comes in a handful of different colors. This one is almost like the second one. This one has a plastic tip compared to the second one, which is metal, which I don't really recommend just because it's metal on glass. You're more likely to scratch it. Inside the box, you have the instructions. You have 2 different tips in case they wear out, a USB Type-C to A charging. You tap on the butt to turn it on. It's Bluetooth. You don't have to actually pair any of these styluses. They have Bluetooth, which is kind of odd. This is the only stylus out of all 5 I can actually attach to my iPad. This is the only stylus out of the whole bunch that has magnets. It does not charge that way. It looks just like an Apple Pencil. It's responsive. You can't actually draw with it. It simulates a finger. With your iPhone, it works just well. iPad, it works equally as well. It's quick. It's responsive. I give this 3 out of 5. It does what it's supposed to do. It charges USB Type-C. It looks and feels like an Apple Pencil. I can get behind this one. For the price point, it's $25. You can also attach it, so bonus points. The next one on the list is from MoKo. You can pick this off Amazon for $30. This stylus does not actually try to copy the Apple Pencil whatsoever. It resembles more of a traditional pen, which I like, though they're trying to be a little bit more fancy. When you unscrew the cap, you do have a soft tip. The stylus itself is metal and it's not plastic. If you do use this for your phone, make sure you have a screen protector so you don't actually scratch your device. Unfortunately, it does charge micro USB. It does lose a couple points there, but it is universal with the soft tip or the the actual metal tip. It is quick and responsive. Navigating my iPhone with a stylus is a breeze. With a metal tip one, it will be a little bit more accurate compared to a rubber one or a plastic one. For the price point, I would give this 3 out of 5. It loses a couple points because of the rubber cap isn't as accurate as a metal tip. It charges micro USB, and for $30, it is the most expensive one on the list. The last one on the list is the Stylus Pen. You can pick this off Amazon for $20. Inside the box, you have the instructions. It's pretty basic stuff. You also have a short micro USB to type A charging cable. It also comes with a rubber cap. You have a metal point for the stylus, so you can alternate between metal and rubber if you feel like it. It is Bluetooth. It's universal between iPad and iPhone. It's decent. It's kind of responsive. This one is the least responsive one out of all 5 of them. It's just okay. Like, it's quite forgettable. It works for the most part. I can see that there's a little bit lag compared to some of the other ones. For $20, I would probably recommend avoiding this one. It's not really great. I tried the rubber cap. That's even less responsive. For the price point, it's entry level, but the 5th stylus here, I don't recommend this whatsoever. My closing thoughts after using all 5 of these styluses, a couple of them are okay. One is better than the others, but if you're looking for an all-around stylus that's good between your iPhone and iPad, I reviewed a while ago the Snap 2 stylus. It goes in and out of stock a lot. I will link that video down below, but I feel that stylus offers the most features, has the best build quality. The only downside is it charges micro USB. You don't have to charge it that often. It just feels the best. These styluses are just okay. There's really nothing memorable about most of them. Between having Apple Pencil clones, the market is flooded with hundreds of different variations. Most of them are junk. Occasionally you get a couple good ones. It confuses the consumer because you have hundreds of different styluses. They all look the same titles, same pictures. Even for myself, I had to do a deep dive and really find some different ones. If I had to choose 2 right now, I would choose the Elago one because it's only $15. It's the cheapest one. You don't have to actually charge it. It has a better build quality. If I had to choose a second one, I would go with a MoKo. That feels like a normal pen. It feels a little bit more natural compared to a thin Apple Pencil clone. That's why I like having a sleeve on my Apple Pencil, because I can actually grip it. It just feels natural to me. The Apple Pencil is just a little bit too thin for my liking. Like always, I'm your host, VLD. Smash that bell and subscribe. Peace.